Hello everyone, I am Sarika Thakur. Today we are going to discuss the 8th chapter of 12th board book, that is laundry, reagents and dry cleaning. Do you know why do we need to wash our clothes regularly? What is fixed dirt? What is dry cleaning? Why do we give expensive clothes to commercial laundry outlets for dry cleaning? What is the difference between laundry and dry cleaning? Clothes require cleaning after they are used so that they can be worn again. The dirt, perspiration and stain needs to be removed, otherwise they will damage the fabric. The outcome of successful cleaning are clean, fresh, hygienic and spotless clothes. The dirt present in the clothes are of two types. First one is loose dirt and second is fixed dirt. The loose dirt can be brushed off from the clothes easily. The fixed dirt cannot be easily removed as it is greasy and so sticks on the clothes. To remove this dirt, cleaning is required. Cleaning of clothes is done by two different types of processes. Look at the board. First method of cleaning clothes is laundry and washing, and second method of cleaning clothes, dry cleaning. Our next point is laundry reagents. These are the reagents. Laundry reagents, in this chapter we will learn about the laundry agents, water, soap and synthetic detergents. The different laundry reagents can be classified in the following manner. Look at the chart. First one is cleaning agents. Second is stiffening agents. Third one, whitening agent. In cleaning agent, water, soap and detergent. In stiffening agent, starches and gums. And in whitening agents, blues and optical brighteners. These are the different laundry reagents. You should know stiffening agents are now available in the form of commercial ready to use starch. Optical brighteners are now component of detergents. Let's see first laundry reagent, that is water. Water is the prime laundering agent. All over the world, water has been used for laundry purpose since the civilization developed and mankind started to use clothes. The popularity of water as a prime laundry reagent is due to the certain outstanding qualities. Now see functions of water in laundering. First function is as a wetting agent. Water penetrates into the fabric and causes wetting. Second function is as a solvent. Water is a good solvent and is able to dissolve most of the dirt. Cold water is the best solvent for protein matter and hot water helps to remove greasy matter. Third function is it is neutral, does not chemically react with other laundry reagents. For laundry purpose, water is classified into two types. First is soft water and second is hard water. Look at the board. Types of water. First type of water is hard water and second soft water. In hard water, another two types are here. First one is temporary hardness and second permanent hardness. Soft water is considered suitable for laundry. It contains sodium salt which do not interfere with the action of soap. It gives lather freely when soap is added and clothes do not get clean satisfactorily. Hard water is not suitable for washing because it contains magnesium or calcium salt which interfere with the action of soap. It does not give lather easily when soap is added and clothes do not get clean satisfactorily. The amount of this salt present in the water decide how hard the water is. All these salts are perfectly soluble in water and so it is not possible to filter them out. Now, how to measure hardness of water? Hardness of water is measured in degrees from 1 to 10 and is expressed as part per million. How to write part per million? This is part per million. This is short key for part per million, ppm. Water having up to 3 degree hardness is considered soft water, and water having more than 3 degree of hardness is considered hard water. You should know, if water contain bicarbonate of calcium or magnesium, it is considered temporary hardness, and if water contains sulfates, nitrate or chlorides of calcium or magnesium, it is considered permanent hardness. Now, disadvantages of hard water. First disadvantage is hard water does not form lather with soap. Second disadvantage is when soap is added in hard water, the magnesium and calcium salt react with the soap and use it up, so soap is not able to clean the fabric. Third disadvantage is, as a result of the reaction of this salt with soap, scum is formed which is deposited on the fabric and spoil the appearance. Now, what is scum? Scum is a sticky substance. Scum is a sticky curd like precipitate which has no cleaning power and gets deposited on the fabric, making it even more dirty. Fourth disadvantage is soap is wasted. And the last, clothes do not get clean. Due to these disadvantages, it is not advisable to wash clothes with hard water, but unfortunately soft water is not easily available everywhere, and so the hard water has to be made soft for making it suitable for laundry. There are many ways of doing it. These are the method of softening hard water. Look at the board. First method is boiling method. Second is chemical method. Second is chemical method. Now, first boiling method. Temporary hardness can be removed by boiling water due to the break into insoluble carbonates which gets precipitated at the bottom and can be filtered out, making the water soft. Now, second, chemical method. Permanent hard water does not become soft by boiling, and so chemicals have to be added in it to make it soft. Water is treated by any of the following chemicals. These are ammonia, caustic soda, base exchange method and washing soda. Now, ammonia. Ammonia used at commercial level, not safe to be used at household level. Second chemical is caustic soda. Caustic soda used at commercial level, not safe to be used at household level. The next, base exchange method. This method is used in big cities. And the last chemical is washing soda. Washing soda most commonly used at household level. In all the above method, the temperature of the water and amount of chemical should be properly controlled. Too little will not have the desired effect, and too much will make the water alkaline and spoil the clothes. I hope you all have understood the first reagent, that is water. Next reagent in this chapter is soap and detergent. We will discuss it in our next video. Take care and thank you.